Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to the State Palace Theater here in beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana for our main event. 10 rounds, middleweight action between Arislandi Lara and Miguel Cotto. Rounds slated in the books tonight. Here's the first. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Cotto, the power-punching right-hander, facing a southpaw.
Well, right hand's usually the trick against the southpaw. Expect the right hand all night long from Cotto.
He just missed that shot up top. Miguel Cotto, a good block. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged.
Hey, man, come on now. Keep your feet moving. Come on now.
Left hand came after the jab. Good return fire that time.
Hey, get out of there. You got to see that coming, champ. Let's go. You got to see that.
Solid left hand to the head. And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. That's straight right, unable to connect. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Nice work with the uppercut. Good shot to the head with that right hand. Miguel Cotto's good, clean, and effective punching damaged his opponent in that last round.
How you feeling out there? Now, you're not with me.
You got any more of these?
All right, you are dominating this fight. Keep it up and keep doing exactly what you're doing, baby.
Second stream.
Make your presence known out there now. Search yourself. Go out there and search your punches.
Style is very weird. So, this is pretty educational, right? How to break down a weird style. The weirder the style is, the more you stick with the basics. Because fundamentals always beat like unconventional tactics. So just land something clean. Look for a counter, right?
Miguel Cotto blocks that punch.
Block a shot and then see if I can return fire. That's the next thing, right?
It's all right. Keep moving. Keep moving.
So he throws one. He's showing his pattern, which is just one shot, and then after he throws his one, he'll step back, right? So he's gonna throw one, and then I can combo.
A lot of things that Miguel Cotto does very well. One of them, he's a good body puncher.
Now that I'm in closer, I can
is.
just beat him.
And that fits in perfectly, right? Because he likes to
he
go
also
round.
he is also showing that he wants to fight on the outside. So
steady, patient sort of way, and that
now
body
it's 2
work
punches.
serves him.
That's his adjustment. So now I'm gonna throw 3 or 4.
Lara's cut is on the cheek, and you can see that it's bothering him a bit right now. That's something we'll keep our eye on.
Once I take the outside,
reaching the halfway mark of this round.
Watch him make mistakes, lower his punch accuracy, and then take advantage of the mistakes that he will make from there, and that's the game plan. So that's how you break that down. Now I can do what he was trying to do to me and win every round and pretty much just win the fight.
Dismisses his opponent's headshot.
He's tired, champ. Come on, now's your chance.
Cotto's landed a good, solid combination.
When he starts making mistakes, I can take advantage of those things. Hey, Sprung, Fierce, Alvarez, Martin, and Thomas, all back. Welcome back to the stream.
Last 10 seconds. Cotto able to get away from that punch, able to block it there.
What would I say is the best
Well, after
three-punch
that last
combo?
round, you can see that Miguel Cotto's been cut.
Are based
Well,
on
right now you're going to see whether or
whatever
not
you're
that makes him
comfortable
too
throwing and
anxious, or
executing
whether or
on
not
the
he
angle.
just deals with it and goes about his
Sorry,
business.
but I don't have a
Don't waste energy.
straightforward
Don't
answer.
waste.
Connor, welcome back to the stream. Prime Mike Tyson versus Prime Roy Jones. Prime Mike Tyson.
You gotta
because
land a
he's
big
way
punch
ahead.
now.
And round number 3 is underway. Arislandi Lara's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. Cotto's doing well here with that 2-punch combination. Blocks that punch.
Back to the body.
Another weakness this guy has is that he needs to be set in order to feel comfortable to punch.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away.
Unload. Unload. More punch.
Coming to the halfway point of this 3rd round. Very nice defensive guard there. There's the combo to the body. Oh, what a whip by Miguel Cotto. Carries that punch away.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
A lot of descriptives to use when talking about Miguel Cotto, but one thing that always comes to mind with me is the guy's a rock. He is solid.
Yeah, well, the first thing I think about all the time is who the heck is his dietitian? Because I don't know how he makes 140 pounds because he is so big.
Someone is
and he
on
brings
you
it
constantly
and he goes to that body.
Uppercuts to the body is what I'm assuming. If he's throwing body uppercuts, right, and you throw a head uppercut, who's going to win out in that exchange? You can't just defend his uppercuts because some of them are going to land. Something called a dual exchange. A dual exchange is when both players throw out a punch at the same exact time. So if he's throwing his body uppercut and you're throwing your head uppercut, he gets a less effective shot and a stamina penalty, right? Like that's the point of a body shot, is to, yes, inflict damage, yes, to score, but also to deteriorate the stamina. But if you're doing damage with a headshot, which I call an effective shot, if you ever notice, anytime I play players who do that, if he throws a body uppercut, I'm just going to throw a head uppercut. So he's technically, the counter to a body shot is an uppercut, right? So you just end up winning out. Defend some of his body shots and trade. Can you do the step back and right hand to counter the body spam uppercut? No. You guys make things complicated. Don't make life complicated. Make it very simple. This guy's walking in and he keeps doing something that's not effective. Make life easy on yourself. Don't overcomplicate the situation. Keep it simple. Sure.
Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to the New York Arena
to make me tired.
in Midtown Manhattan.
So I'm not going to throw a lot, and when you do throw, I know the opening,
10 rounds
and I know the counter to you.
division.
So I'm
Boy,
just going to throw the counter.
This to be a big
and then
night of
play
action.
defense
We spoke
afterwards.
with both fighters yesterday.
Floyd versus
Fireworks
Roy, in two different
anticipated
weight
here
classes,
tonight.
but I
Let's
would
see.
always pick Floyd. I don't think.
Mike Tyson's got his eye on the prize. He
there's
has
a better
complete
boxer than
focus
Floyd.
on his ring walk here. He's really keyed in for...
I like to keep things
Little
simple,
get
right?
to know you here in the opening round scheduled
For example,
for 10.
head movement.
How about that? Another right hand. And now he's targeting upstairs.
Head movement.
There's a straight right hand. A good block by Mike
Head
Tyson.
movement against a fighter who
Solid
doesn't have
uppercut.
good stamina. Game plan, attack the body.
We are underway here,
him miss
and we've heard
and
from
attack the
everybody
body.
that speed is going to be the big factor. Tyson's got it.
Wow,
Plenty
that's
of it.
3 missed power
Now it's up
shots.
to his opponent to
4,
come up with
5 missed
something.
shots.
Maybe go to the
I'll take a
body,
quick counter
take it
since
away,
he's
slow him
lunging
down.
Parries that punch intended for the head. Look at him put his punches together.
Movement and body shots. 3, 4, 5. Okay, he landed one. I'm in space, and we go. I'm up, but I'm also in space.
Halfway through this
One
round here.
landed body shot. Head movement.
Good
right?
looking
Counter,
two-punch combination
downstairs.
there.
Head movement, a little wiggle.
He scored well
Downstairs
after
again.
being hit himself.
You know how some guys say when you're spamming that they're only taking what's available to them? That's not taking what's available. That's not. This is taking what's available to you. It's knowing the counter to something and acting accordingly. So let's watch how many punches we can force this guy to miss, right? Head movement, right?
Nice
You know where
block
we're
by
going.
Mike Tyson.
Whether it lands or not, I'm going downstairs. 2 missed punches. I'm gonna feint. Head movement.
I like that
4 or
step
5
back
missed
right there.
punches,
Just
counted
enough
downstairs to the
to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land the counter punch.
2 missed
That's what
punches,
happens
1
when you have
land.
that kind of
Head
experience. You're
movement.
calm enough to know that
Missed
range.
shot,
Know where the
downstairs. I'm
beginning
gonna
of
make
the
my
punch
fight.
and
I'm
the
gonna
end
make
of
my
the
life
punch
very
is.
simple.
Trying to erode away that body with the combination punching. Joe and Teddy with you here in between rounds. A round in which, boy, he really just dominated his opponent. Teddy,
A fighter
he's
with
gotta
dash
think
stamina
things could
using
be
head
coming to a
movement and
sensational
missing
ending
them.
for him when he gets off the stool here.
Well, he's showing that to you
3-win.
right now. I'm looking at him
Unless
right
if you
now.
just happen
And
to
he's
get one
starting to get
PK,
up.
but
There's
you
a
can't do
couple
anything
seconds
about
left. There's probably 5 seconds left before he has to get up, and he's getting up early. That shows you right what you're talking about. He can't. He's chomping at the bid. He's confident.
That was
It's
a
a round
fine
5,
block by
round
Mike
6
Tyson.
knockout.
Tyson's not just loading up, he's landing combination punches like he did right there. Now he's using his head there. You see that?
Now he's
I think the
looking
ref
for a way
missed
up.
it.
Sure.
Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Teddy, a Mike Tyson left hook.
More head
Where's it come
movement.
from?
That's 4
Well,
missed
it comes from
punches in
everywhere.
space.
I mean,
A
he
sidestep,
wants to make
another
sure that he
sidestep, head
annihilates you.
movement.
So he puts
This guy's giving
everything
me
into
like
it.
this is a
Shoulder
field day.
snap,
I'm
body,
like a kid in the
back,
candy store. I can have whatever I want.
Halfway through
There we go,
round number
downstairs
2.
again. Step on top of getting hit in the body.
Good accuracy with that uppercut. A barrage of punches now. A stabbing right hand by Mike Tyson. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head.
You guys see me making the fight complicated? No. I know the game plan is just to attack the body when he misses. I'll throw a few shots up top, but I don't really need to do much. This guy's gonna wear himself out.
Tyson scoring with that right hand. Irons
fight
on the
simple.
bad
Nice
end
and
of a big
simple.
hook upstairs. 10 seconds
Throwing on top of
remaining
missing
in
and
this
stepping.
round.
Please keep it up. Thank you.
Work the body. Work
This
the
is
body.
what I want you guys to do.
Body shots, body.
Tyson's going to really regret when he hears the scorecards read because he lost that last round just based on defensive laziness.
Well, you can
Look
always
at that.
make
99% stamina
You watch
against
a
a
basketball
low
game, you say,
stamina
you know what,
fighter.
this team, Joe, is losing because they're not rebounding. They're not boxing out underneath the boards. Well, guess what? They weren't taught how to do that. You have to know how to do that. He's not going to start
that.
showing you defense
2
if
missed
he doesn't know
punches
how.
on top of
He
head
does
movement.
not know how. He has
And
not
more
been
missed
taught.
punches.
See him trying
And
to
a
cut
counter.
down that tree with a well.
And another
oh,
one.
he just ate a big uppercut right there. He had no idea it was coming his way. He does not look good at all.
More
Protecting
head
his head
movement.
well with his guard.
More missed shots. That's 4 missed shots.
Iron Mike with an iron right.
Look at that. Now he's just fearing.
He brings an uppercut that really does damage there. Really on the mark with that over-the-top shot with the right hand. Teddy, I don't think he's got visions of sticking around too long. He's landing power punches early.
Yeah, he wants to make it a quick night's work.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. That right hand is becoming a crutch. He can just lean on it now. 90 seconds to go here in this round. Good-looking counter punch. Can you believe that? What a change in momentum. He just got rocked. Moments ago, he was the one hurting his opponent.
Reminds you of the song, I can do anything you can do, only better.
Wow! Wow! Under his right hand, pours him.
No, I don't smoke. What's good, King? Rosie. Rose.
Mike Tyson rises up after going down
his guards either. 3 punches, right?
Big uppercut right on the mark. Tyson's hit by a big shot he just scored with. Can he get up from this? He's done it before, but can he get up from a second time down?
3, 4, 5.
I can give you a good fight. If you want to fight Cameron Porter, just send a donation of your choosing.
After this round, they need to treat him after that knockdown.
I need like a
also
graphic
need to give
that
him some
says
sound
that.
advice. What's the advice you give him?
Well, first of all, if they're going to get the chance to get to him, he better move his head. But the advice I would give him is, hey, you go out this next round and you kill some time. Tie him up a little bit right from...
Did you see that? Oh, this is going to be close. He may be able to survive the round, but he has gone down now.
Guy isn't even changing his game plan. This is just embarrassing. This is what the typical online player looks like. No, I have not, Travis. We have to donate to fight you? Yep. That's why I avoid trolls. And if it is a troll, then at least I got compensated for my time. People still rage quit? Yes, King. You're gonna notice if you come in this stream, Connor Birch, quite a bit. You're gonna get that random guy who comes in. He's like, "You fucking suck. I could beat your ass." And you're like, cool. Oh, that's what's his name?
Hi, everybody. So glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the Mexico City Plaza here in Mexico City for a much-anticipated main event. 10 rounds of heavyweight action. This should be a really good matchup here tonight. All that energy that we saw and almost boiled over at the weigh-in yesterday, now it gets to explode here in the ring. We've sat through thousands and thousands of fights together ringside, and sometimes you can tell just from the start, like a fight like this, of what you're going to see down the road.
And what you're not going to see. You're not going to see a lot of guys running. You're not going to see a lot of defense. You're going to see two guys coming and letting it all lay out.
Little head knocking with that right hand. Fighting fire with fire sometimes can work, but can it work under circumstances like this when a power puncher is going up against George Foreman?
Yeah, it can. In other words, you have to have a little defense to go with that ability to generate fire, or in this case, power.
Up top with the right hand. Halfway through round number 1. Blocks away that headshot. Accuracy an issue there. Didn't land that straight right hand. What a big shot from George Foreman. Look at this, another power punch able to land. We're early on in this fight, he's going for it.
Yeah, you wonder if he's got a car waiting outside.
Well-placed, well-timed combo up top.
Come on, kid.
Hooks to the head. Final 10 seconds. Foreman's right in the way of that hook to the head. Oh, that had to hurt. Liston's punch stats numbers are impressive.
Pick up the speed.
Too many of the latest streams of the boxing matchups. I said, let's fight, but don't record, please.
That's it. Hey, relax for me.
Oh, did he?
Just like that, all right? Another round, just like that. He doesn't like those body shots. Believe me, he doesn't like that, kid. Keep working the body. Take some of that.
26 viewers. I mean, you guys are all important, so I can understand. It's a lot of pressure. Got some of the harshest critics in the world in this chat.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Blocks the headshot. Good right hand. That uppercut absolutely rocked him. Well, I don't like the way his legs look at all right now. Stunned, but all of a sudden now, surviving. What an impact that left hand just made by George Foreman. And Sonny Liston, so strong on his feet. He will fight on here after being damaged. Hey, that corner's no place to be. Smart move. Get out of there. Teddy, he's just not keeping up his guard here. He's getting tagged.
And you know what, Joe? It's gotten to the point where the corner has to start thinking about much more of this. They have to stop it.
George Foreman showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo. Big George Foreman with a big right hand.
In and out. In and out.
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Very nice work there. Jab, uppercut.
Relax, you're okay, Keep your hands up. You can keep them up, all right? I mean, you know, he caught you with your hands down.
Here,
Let's keep him up. Listen, he's gonna
put him down, dog.
Liston's
Foreman's
fine.
chin is kind
I'm
of
looking at
ridiculous.
him starting this round right now, coming off a round where he was rocked, and I'm telling you, he looks perfectly good. Good block by George. Blocking a score. So, you're training a fighter who's in the opposite corner of Sonny Liston. He says, give me the scouting report. You tell him?
Well, I tell him, first of all, during the instructions, just look at his chest. Don't get involved with the intimidating part. That's where it starts for Sonny, is in trying to break you within before he breaks you outside with the physical parts of the game. So, look at his chest. You know, don't look away from him. Look right at his chest, but don't get involved into all that psychological stuff. And then, on the outside, inside the ring, keep off balance. You know, stay away from his jab. He's got a strong dependable jab, a very accurate jab. Move to the side, take it away from him. Keep him a little bit off balance. Don't let him get set.
Liston's still feeling the effects of the damage that he took earlier. He is clinching more and more as this fight goes on.
Now he's got to be a little worried that the referee's not going to tolerate it. Maybe give him a warning and start taking points away. So he's going to have to find a way to kill some time, get himself better, but start creating some offense too.
Liston's once again the target of a hook. 10 seconds to go in this round. Foreman's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches.
Do you know the Golden Kid? And if so, what's the best way to counter people who have a game plan like that? Do not know the Golden Kid? How does he fight? Why does my game feel like sluggish and laggy online compared to offline?
Fucking
It's almost
beautiful.
unplayable.
That was
because
fucking
you're playing
amazing. I
online
want
for
another
that.
round like that. This is your fight, okay? You're in complete control of this fight.
I was curious, when is
listen to
EA releasing ESBC on physical disc for the consoles? EA's not making ESBC. Sorry. It's still City Interactive. I was just
Liston's enjoying a lead on Teddy's scorecard the first time we look at the scores ringside here tonight. Although early on here, it's not as if either man is in complete control of this fight. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Sonny Liston's keeping his guard up very, very well. Teddy, does it help to have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right, but now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
George Foreman's coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch.
Yeah, good work.
And he returns on that exchange. Liston's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. Here's one for you now, he says, right back with the left hand. Back up top he goes.
Keep moving.
And now he's targeting upstairs. To the head he goes with a left hand. Hits him in the mug with the right. Sonny Liston showing us a real solid skill set here with his head movement. Teddy, how much of that is just natural athletic ability and instincts, and how much of that is being trained well?
Well, most of it's trained well. If I take a guy off the street, Joe, and he hasn't been taught anything, he's going to throw punches. But usually he's not going to have a good defense. That's something that has to be attained. That's something that has to be taught. This guy has been taught good defensive fundamentals.
You lead the match.
Whatever he misses,
Don't play him. The only counter to spam is either to spam yourself or don't play.
straight down in the...
Foreman's corner did a good job in that last round. They really got their fighter back to where he needs to be after being damaged in that last round.
And that's not the only good job they did in the corner. They did a good job in the camp because obviously they have him in top shape and it's paying dividends right now.
Let's see some defense.
Turned that hook over but couldn't turn it into a connect. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by George Foreman. Foreman with a formidable hook. Wow, look at that, trading shots. Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go, oh no, actually I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. Committing up top now, he goes there again. Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go. And makes that nice right angle on that hook upstairs. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Sonny Liston's got a cut. It looks like it's below the eye on the cheek, but it's something that needs to be monitored. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by George Foreman. And he stays downstairs. He gets away from one and then brings it home with his own.
You need to create more count, okay? Slip his punch, then throw it straight right down.
The start of the 6th round. Sonny Liston's corner has to be pleased with everything they've seen so far tonight. Consensus ringside is that this is a one-sided fight, that he's in complete control on the scorecards.
Yeah, well, he's having his way, and it's not going to change unless he gets a little cocky here. If he starts looking for maybe one shot instead of putting them together the way he's doing, maybe it allows his opponent to have a little bit of hope, a little ray of hope, get back in this fight.
Really good work right there, landing the 2 punches in sequence by George Foreman. Little head hunting with the left. A headshot blocked. Liston's so dangerous with that accuracy, a 2-punch combination landing. Reaching the halfway point of round number 6. Sonny Liston's putting on a show here, defensively putting on a show.
And it's helping his offense because, you know, he's creating holes, he's creating opportunities, holes that he's filling as he makes his opponent miss.
To the combo now, both land. Scores up top with a left. Accurate shot, straight right hand comes in. What an intense hook landed by George Foreman. Working our way towards the bell, last 10 seconds of the 6th. And that's the end of round 6. Liston's defense is going to need to shine when he gets back out there. I mean, just look at the close-up of that cut we're seeing.
Yeah, he's got to use his legs, right, Joe? He's got to get out there and buy some time for those medicines to work.
Looks like it's intentionally from all the hard punches being landed. Probably is.
All right, listen. You need to create more counters, okay? Slip his punch, then throw it straight right.
Maybe one day, Travis.
They are back to action here, but that action has only favored one man. Completely one-sided. Hard to see the scorecards coming into play here with how dominating he's been. And he's holding. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. Sonny Liston's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well. Foreman's missing punches here. Now, the good news is he's throwing punches. But Teddy needs to be more accurate.
Well, can I give you the bad news?
Please.
He's throwing him to the wrong place. He's throwing him upstairs. You should throw him downstairs. This guy's moving his head. You go downstairs, you take away that head movement. Then you find him upstairs.
He missed with that headshot. Nice strike after catching one by George Foreman. What a big shot from George Foreman. Got that quick trigger, that little double jab there. Boom, boom. Comes right back with a big blow up top. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Solid hook upstairs. Good effective work with that straight right hand. To go in the 7th. Throws a counter punch there.
Nice. I need you to jump on me this round, all right? Relax, relax. You can do this. You know you got this.
Beginning of round number 8.
Whenever haters, they don't like your
has it in
videos.
one direction. Sonny Liston
Because they say you're boring, I already know they don't appreciate similar
Teddy, I think there is some concern with him.
People say I'm boring,
some
man.
damage.
Yeah, it's not a day at the beach.
Not everybody wants to be tactical.
But that tide is rolling in.
Nobody likes to, not everybody's gonna like hearing like analytical stuff all over, you know,
oh, what an uppercut.
for like 20 minutes or so. I have a,
Liston's right hand
you don't want to be
well
strategic, that's fine.
Scored well.
I don't really make like entertaining and super like
showing that he's
high energy commentaries anymore. That's not really my thing. When I was younger, yeah. But now I just enjoy like having a good time. And I have my moments, especially on the stream.
Foreman's got something to think about now.
I understand. Some people just want to walk into the center of the ring and just throw punches.
His opponent scored well with the counter. 90 seconds to go, halfway through round 8. Sonny Liston
over
is hitting the
7,000
mark
people
right
who
now.
actually
How
like this.
precise was
So
he
I'm
there with that 3-punch combo? Foreman's getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand.
What I ask people to do on this channel, it's not an easy thing to do.
Good
Don't play
shot
spammers.
upstairs. Gets rid of that.
Thinking use strategies and pay attention to patterns and tendencies. Those are not easy things to do.
Head movement. Liston's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Blocks it away. Quick snapping hook, and it does damage. Clock counting down here in round number 8. 10 seconds to go. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. This has been a hotly contested war throughout, and you just have a sense that it's going to end at any moment in these later rounds.
Yeah, these guys are not saving anything. They're going for broke right from the beginning.
George Foreman's almost looking foolish that time he missed so badly. Liston's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Lands a big hook. Sonny Liston's combination punching is working well here. 90 seconds into the 9th round. Flush right hand to the head. Foreman's able to avoid that punch. Oh, good exchange there. He gets off with a combination up top. Foreman's throwing a lot of punches right here, but not a lot of them are landing.
And that can be very discouraging to the guy who's throwing him because he's working, but he's starting to get a little frustrated, a little concerned that he's not doing damage, as you said.
Liston's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by George Foreman.
Step into the right and throw in a sneaky left hook.
This is
Yeah.
it. One more round and that's it. Go for the head this round.
It's been a little tactic I've been using.
Keep circling. Don't stand in front of him.
It's a lot of trade in that round, so it's hard to determine who won. Especially with the power difference, but I think I might have it.
They put forth a good effort throughout. Now one more meeting. The final round is here.
Good combo.
Goes up top with a right hand.
Back for you.
Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Comes right back with some offense of his own. Good snapping jab.
That's what you need to get inside. Hey, Joe, you're going to rob a bank. You need a smoke screen so the guards don't see you coming. You want to get inside? Use the jab.
Halfway through this 10th and final round. Look at that combination by George Foreman.
Come on, kid.
Big George with a power punch. Very nice work to the head. The right hand landed.
Side to side.
Big George Foreman with a big angry hook. That is a huge headshot after blocking his opponent. Liston's doing well here with that two-punch combination. Foreman's covered with his blood right now. That cut just opened up something fierce.
And, you know, you wonder about the psychological damage or potential damage of that. You know, does that affect him where he gets a little down? Does that affect his opponent where maybe his opponent gets a little reckless?
Big shot. He goes down. Oh, he may be close
time.
here. Can he survive the round?
Bro, you put it all out there, man. Much respect.
So there's the final bell in a fight nobody thought they'd hear the final bell in.
It looked like Rock'em Sock'em Robots early on, but then all of a sudden, guess what? They started boxing.
Liston's dominating performance gets the payoff with the decision. A unanimous decision. Teddy, your scorecard reflects that as well.
It was an easy one to score. I mean, he did it fundamentally well. It wasn't just with talent. He did it with the jab. He did it with control and range, going to the body. Great
fight.
night.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night.
Keep making them quit, man. Good job. Good shit. All right, I think I got one more in me. Another thing on the boring comment. Is it more entertaining to listen to two people trash talking and then just going out there and slugging it out? Hell yeah. But I stopped trying to be entertaining a very long time ago. I just want to help people get better, even more than ever. Bless you. I just recently joined Fight Night Champion and training in this game, but I got experience from Fight Night Round 4. Came to the right place, man. All the information you need is on this channel.
Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to the Mexico City Plaza here in Mexico City for tonight's main event. 10 rounds of heavyweight action. We are looking forward to this fight, especially after seeing what happened at the weigh-in yesterday. A stare down that nearly resulted in a bout breaking out right there. Now they get to do it for real.
How did I make a new account? This is the same account. I just had to change my Xbox name so I can actually play.
Remember, guys, obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up.
First round underway in this scheduled 10-rounder. So the early action here in this fight should reveal an edge. Ali's got speed. He can move.
Well, they say speed kills. He better just be careful he doesn't have an accident. He doesn't get reckless with that speed.
Good block by Ali. Good double jab by Evander Holyfield. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. He has found his groove with this right hand. Halfway through this round, Evander Holyfield's showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Well placed, straight right hand. Well targeted two-punch combo by Evander Holyfield. Evander Holyfield's defense, is it ever good? Look at how easy he's able to block those punches. That is exactly what the corner wanted to see. A good combination punch by Evander Holyfield. Ali's hoping that his strategy of utilizing his jab pays off. How can it do so, Teddy? What will that bring to him?
Well, it's going to bring a lot of things. First of all, defense, separation. It's going to keep his opponent at a distance where he can't harm him. Hey, if you're a fighter and a guy can't harm you, guess what? That's a good thing. The other thing is to set up his other punches.
I need you to take some chances now. You have to take a chance with this guy, right? You got that? You have to take a risk. Keep circling. Don't stand in front of him.
Underway. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Evander Holyfield. Ali's jab can do so much there. He used it well that time. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Evander Holyfield. Combo lands to the head. Good defensive guard now by Evander Holyfield. That is boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by Evander Holyfield. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Eddie, many famous fighters, especially heavyweight champions, are known for their signature punch, like Rocky Marciano and his Suzuki. But for Muhammad Ali, he's known for his signature shuffling of the feet, the Ali shuffle.
Yes, he is. And, you know, it makes me think a little bit sort of like if you were going to buy a real fancy car. You know, when somebody wants to sell you something, wants you to believe in them, they give you something first, maybe a band, or entertainment, and then they take you into the showroom. And, you know, now you're ready to see the car. Well, that's what that is. That's the band. That's the entertainment. And then the show is about to begin. And it's an unbelievable show with those quick hands and those combinations.
Muhammad Ali blocks that punch. And clicks of the talk. And the round comes to an end. Evander Holyfield's got to find a way to land more of these punches. It's okay to throw punches, but not if they're just drifting off to space.
Absolutely, and space is it. He's in space. He's too far away. He has to get the right range.
Nice work, kid. Good job in that round. Keep your hands up, all right? You have to keep your hands up.
And round number 3 is underway. A crushing 2-punch combo by Muhammad Ali. Ali's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Holyfield's missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Able to land the jab. Basic but beautiful. Jab, left hand. That angle by Muhammad Ali. That was good stuff.
Yeah, that's how you break up pressure. Guys coming at you, you know, trains coming at you. You don't go back on the track because it's going to hit you. You go off the track on the side. Exactly what he did. And that train went right past him.
And round 3 comes to an end.
Good job in that round.
Oh, boy. There you go.
Okay, listen. Body.
Oh, that was funny.
All right, you want this fight? Because listen to me, man. If you want this fight, you gotta stay busy out there, all right? Because you're losing this fight. Why? Because you're not throwing any punches at me.
Ali's pitching a shutout right now on Teddy's scorecard. First 3 rounds all going on his side of the ledger. Evander Holyfield's not throwing the power punches, Teddy. What would you say to him?
Well, first of all, I would say to him, what do you think, that he's going to make a deal with you? If you don't hit him hard, he won't hit you hard? No, it doesn't work like that, my friend. He's going to get confidence now. He's going to take advantage of this.
Not able to land the uppercut. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. Now he's putting his punches together. The combination upstairs. Solid straight right hand. He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable to land it. A solid uppercut by Muhammad Ali. Holyfield's looking for a way to get this fight back on course. A course that can get him a victory. This isn't it, just trying to counterpunch in these middle rounds.
No, this is not it. He's not thinking right. You know, it's one thing to say physically, technically, he needs to do that. But to do it, you have to be mentally clear. You have to be seeing the plan, seeing what you have to do, what you have to order your body to do. He's not seeing that right now.
It's like
You
he
just
won't
move
commit.
around. You got to move your hands in
He
there.
won't commit. to
Right,
trying
let's
to
go.
Throw
Throw. Throw
down.
punches, okay? Don't
Get
just
it?
don't walk.
Wanted to lose space, but it's probably not the right strategy for this fight.
Listen, I don't want to see you against the ropes. As soon as you feel ropes, move out. Listen.
The action starts up again, but it's only favored one man. Hard to see this fight going the distance based on what we've witnessed so far. Scored well upstairs with the right hand. Great work offensively landing that combination by Evander Holyfield. Turns over that hook upstairs. He needs to improve the accuracy a little bit. That was comical by Muhammad Ali. Ali's giving his opponent fits right here. His head movement is making for such an elusive target.
Yes, it is. Now the opponent has to make an adjustment. He has to realize that he's finding air more than he's finding any surface up top. So go downstairs to the place that's not moving, down to the body. That'll start to take away some of that head movement.
There he goes with the right hand again.
Keep working the body.
I can't wait to see the contract. This fight.
Took a shot, now he gives a left. How about that exchange? He brings it right back. Big shot upstairs. Nice work by Muhammad Ali. He was looking for an opportunity. He got it with that counterpunch.
Yeah, he stepped to the side. You know, a lot of times you talk about using your jab to set up a shot. He used his legs. Stepped to the side, got that opportunity.
You got to let your hands go. You have to. You have to be busy. This guy is beating the shit out of you. You have to throw.
I'll personally text you next time, okay? I don't do that for just anybody, though.
Halfway through this fight as this round gets underway here. Been interesting so far. Who knows what we're in store for down the stretch. Scores well to the head with the right hand. Ali's having a masterful round defensively. I love what we're seeing from the footwork with him. Very good movement, sound defensively. Is there anything he should be considering adding to that arsenal, though?
Well, he's got to find spots for offense. You know, he's making his opponent miss. He's getting him off balance. He's frustrating him a little bit. You know, pop at the right time. You know, let it fly a little bit in the right spot. You keep your guy off balance. When you got him off balance, you make him miss, make him pay.
Wow, what a right hand from Muhammad Ali. A sharp hook to the head by Evander Holyfield.
Evander's so bad.
Doubling up the jab by Muhammad Ali. No, he missed that right. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. Ali with a huge counter punch off that block. All that hard work in training camp, all those hours in the gym. Right now, between rounds, Ali's grabbing one last breath before he goes out and does it again. It's paying off.
Yeah, right now he's glad he got up at 5 o'clock in the morning. He wasn't then, but now he's glad he got up at 5 in the morning and ran those 5 miles.
That'd be funny if the ESFL fight me champion.
You're fighting this fight. You're fighting on the inside with this guy. I want you to use the ring. Keep your distance. Keep your hands, all right?
Another round underway, but how many more will we see? You get the sense this fight could be heading towards a stoppage.
Oh, my voice is tender? All right. Thank you, Doug.
Holyfield isn't even moving at all right now. He's not doing anything. A clean, crisp right hand by Evander Holyfield. Evander Holyfield's hit to the head. And now committing to that midsection as the target with the combination punching. That's a good left hand by Muhammad Ali. At the halfway point of round 7. Good combination to the head. Ali with a right hand. Ali's punch didn't come close. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Muhammad Ali. Ali's putting forth a great combination there. A target on his head, and he places the hook right on it. Solid shot. Oh! Targeting that head and landing with a bomb.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, I said, wouldn't it be funny if the ESFL league is filled with nothing but spammers? And Dart was telling me how much he loved my tender voice. You know?
Well timed by Muhammad Ali. He took a step back, landed the counterpunch.
Exactly what he wanted to do.
Ali's work in training camp is now paying off. Do you see the accuracy and the effective? There it is! Evander Holyfield's chin unable to withstand that combination.
1, 2, 3.
I'll be low-key pissed. That's probably what you're gonna run into, so get ready.
And round 7 comes to an end.
I remember the times back in the day,
That was good. Keep that up.
how the leagues were.
You don't need that. No, throw that away.
Stay away from that power hand, okay? Keep circling away from that power hand. I need you to keep moving side to side, all right?
No, I don't.
Round number 8 just underway here. Teddy's scorecard has it clearly one-sided. Muhammad Ali's done a good job of pacing himself. I think he's going to be fresh for this stretch run here.
Well, that's the way they planned it, Joe. They were in real good shape. They came in here, they did all their work before, and now you have the confidence, mentally, emotionally, and physically, you know you're ready to go down the stretch.
Lands flush with the 2-punch combo by Evander Holyfield. Evander Holyfield's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. Right to the head with that right. Holyfield showing us that he is willing to stick with the game plan. But Teddy, that game plan saw him knocked down earlier in this fight. What would you be telling him?
You know, in some ways I tell him good, because you have to go with what you have. You know, you can't completely change. That's not possible in the course of the fight. You are who you are. So it's not the game plan necessarily, Joe, or the style that's wrong. It's the execution of the game plan. That has to be done better.
He's got half of the equation figured out. He's throwing a lot of punches, but the more important half of the equation, he's way off the mark.
Yeah, well, you know, you should talk to a golf pro. You know, if you want to hit a golf ball, you want to hit it straight, you wouldn't stand crooked, would you? I mean, your feet would have to stand where you can hit the ball where your feet are pointing. That's the problem. His feet are crooked. They're pointing the wrong way, and his punches are going the wrong way.
So accurate. Jab, uppercut combination. That worked out really well. Throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. And that's the end of round 8. Ali's plan that his corner put forth throughout all training camp was exactly what we're seeing.
What I think of
Fighting
Tank.
from the outside, scoring at will.
I think Tank is very
His
good.
opponent, they haven't
Who do I have in
solved it
Fury
once.
versus Wilder
And
3?
I'm shocked
Tyson
because,
Fury.
you know what? There's tape on this guy. There's video out there. We knew that he was going to fight this kind of fight. How did they not know, and how did they not prepare?
Combats, welcome back to the stream.
Back to action now. We're underway in what has been a completely one-sided fight. You get the sense this one may not go the distance. Good combination to the body. Effective work with that flush overhand right. Really wanted that uppercut, but just couldn't get it. Huge right hand from Holyfield. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Ali's 3-punch combination there is going to impress the judges. Now this is exactly what I love out of an offensive fighter, Teddy. A guy who's able to put together the multi-punch combinations and make it look like it's just a sweet science.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you can do when you have good fundamentals. Not just good physical ability. That's only part of the equation. But just good technical ability. And that's what he's doing. He's snapping his punches. They're nice and clean. They're crisp. They're short. They're together.
Good solid shots with the combo downstairs. Big left hand from Ali. Good clean shot, returning fire. Boom, left hand comes home. Oh, and there you go. Oh, that's a big shot. Evander Holyfield's hurt. He's down and hurt. Can he beat the count?
Right now, he's thinking about another line of employment.
I don't know if I'm allowed to do reaction videos.
Down he goes. Now
But I can't wait to do it.
And if he wants to stay up, he's going to have to grab on, kill a little time.
Little volume punching to the body there. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Muhammad Ali. Ali's so deep, and banging away he goes. Evander Holyfield's down. He is down, and I don't think he's gonna beat the count.
I don't know if he wants to.
4, 5, 6, 7,
8, 9.
10.
That's it. The fight is over. Ali's hand to be raised in victory. He scores the knockout here tonight.
While it can't box, he can only
Ali's
punch.
power
There's a
that
big
we
difference
saw
in those two
throughout the
things.
night, building a lead on your
Well, maybe his
scorecard,
new trainer makes a
now
difference, right,
ends the
guys?
night with a knockout victory.
And it begins the next night, the next dawn,
Too
the dawn
fine?
of the new beginning.
Daddy? Wow. Thank you. I didn't know it was Daddy. I'll take it, though. Isn't there an art to punching? There is. Everything is an art. Come on, that dude didn't really stand a chance. He didn't. But it's okay. Wow. Straight to the young floss. Floss v floss.
Good evening, everybody. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. We welcome you ringside for a much-anticipated bout. Let's set the table for you and get ready to dish up this big night of action. Isaac Frost approaching the ring now, and this ring walk can tell you so much. Look at the focus on his face. So attentive when it comes to this moment here. This is where everything he's done, all the hard work he's put in, comes down to one singular moment of concentration.
Oh, damn. Missed out on the chat. Shout out to B-Hop. Does he have a mic? Don't trigger Jim Jones.
Well, they've been waiting for this moment, and now they get it. Round one underway. Isaac Frost, cheek is cut. You can see it's open.
We have a straight spammer on our hands.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Nice work with the overhand right. And right from the start, he's throwing the power punches and landing them.
I think he has a date and he wants to get to it.
Counters with a crushing blow to the head. Teddy, we hear a lot of people talking about where are the next great fighters coming from. In your eyes, I mean, you're around gyms all over the country, all over the world. Where are they coming from?
Well, Joe, I'll tell you where they're not coming from. They're not coming from football anymore. In the old days, the big guys, instead of going on the football field, somebody would look to make them into the next heavyweight champ. But now they're going to college. They're going to places where they find it a little bit of an easier travel. And we're losing a lot of those athletes.
Isaac Frost's nose is now starting to bleed. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Good combination punching by Isaac Frost there. The big man can put his punches together. Last 10 seconds of this first round.
This is going to be the entire fight.
Frost, well, he's back in the corner, which is critical in terms of trying to stop the bleeding on that cut. But it's also critical because they need to put forth a new defensive game plan.
Yeah, they have to make sure that they
What's going on,
buy
Jim
some time
Jones?
here and start moving their head, using their legs, tying up a little bit, doing anything to kill the clock and not
Look,
get
when y'all
caught
start
on
talking
that cut
Tyson Fury
anymore.
and Wilder, I'm just going to play the game.
This is a wipeout.
I'm so tired of hearing that fucking conversation in this chat. Y'all have at it. Enjoy.
Here we go.
I'll worry about the
Round
game.
2 is underway. Isaac Frost's blocking ability is doing well for him there. A little head hunting with the right. Isaac Frost got a way of just getting away from that punch. Frost landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Fires right back at him. Isaac Frost's cut does not look good at all. I get the sense that the referee could stop this fight at any moment.
Joe, the key is where it is. The doctor will take that into mind. Is it in a place where if it gets worse, it could imperil his health? It could imperil his vision down the road.
Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. This is where his opponent could use a construction hard hat. If Isaac Frost is throwing a right hand like that, it could be lights out. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. There's that overhand right. His opponent dazed and stunned. Isaac Frost lands a damaging blow to the head. You gotta love that by Isaac Frost that time. He can turn anything to his advantage. That time, he countered. Very accurate with the overhand right. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Oh, he just misses with that headshot.
Do you
Nice,
think Amanda
relax.
Nunes could
Good,
beat a guy
good.
in
This
weight
is what I
class
need
below
you to
her?
do. Keep
Below
shooting the
her?
jab to his
Probably,
chest.
yeah.
His hands will drop.
Depends on how technical the fighter is. Amanda's pretty technical, so and she has power, so she could definitely beat a lot of dudes.
Listen, I want you to pick his jab. When he throws a jab, parry it away and you'll catch him, okay? You got that? It's gonna happen.
There's a couple of those females on, like, I'll pick Holly over a lot of dudes. I would pick Amanda over a lot of dudes. Valentina's my girl right there. Valentina Shevchenko. I would pick her over damn near most people.
And round number 3 is underway.
Valentina's probably the best technical UFC fighter, period.
Not able to land the headshot. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. A well-placed overhand right. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. See, not just one jab. He throws that second one right behind it. Isaac Frost's right hand scores well. Scores big with the hook to the head. Goes up top again. Oh, what a shot upstairs.
He's going to have to grab on.
Isaac Frost knows how to do everything in the ring. But throwing a right hand like that, that's one of his specialties. Oh, you see him with the left of the head there? Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. And now he's targeting upstairs. Isaac Frost got it down pat.
I have too many
Straight
skills
as
to
straight.
lose to this
Straight punch
bullshit.
wins.
Yeah, especially when your opponent is standing straight in front of you.
Only way I'm gonna lose is if it's one
And the bell
PKO.
rings, signifying the end of the round.
But he misses with a punch. Counter. There you go. Don't look for Chuck.
Holly Holmes beats Valentina. No, she doesn't.
Keep doing what
Valentina
you're
already
doing.
beat Holly
Keep
Holmes.
the jab pumping and throw the lead right hand, all right? I mean, you are winning this fight. That was good. Nice work.
Holly's not beating any
Keep that
dudes.
head moving.
All right,
I wanna see
if you
double
say so.
jabs.
Holly is very technical. Holly can box her ass off. That's what I said. If it's one's
Teddy's got
lower
this
on
fight
her,
3
then
in a
yeah.
set. That's easy to see. Frost's been the more active guy. If you throw more punches, you're going to earn the judge's respect.
As long as the other guy's not
It's not about
landing
stopping,
clean
it's
shots,
about winning
even
the
though
fight.
He's not as active, but this is the kind of fight where he's just busier, he's doing more, and that's
It's the
carrying
most
round.
exciting UFC fighter right now.
With the
I
straight
beg to
right
differ.
hand. Isaac Frost
I don't
put
think
forth a little
Adesanya is
boom,
that.
boom, boom,
I
a
don't think
three-punch
Israel's that
combination
good,
soaring.
honestly. Remember, he just lost when he tried to go up, so.
Teddy,
Holly
it's hard
Holmes
to
versus
believe that
Mayweather.
He'll be able to get anything going if he doesn't throw more jabs.
In
It's
MMA?
kinda like trying to
Why would
speak
we
the
even
English
have that
language
fight?
without knowing the alphabet. I mean, the jab is ABC.
Thinks boxing and NBA is only for males is very sexist. Of course. Have you ever lost to someone using BS tactics? Of course.
Oh, and
I
he
lose to
got
them all the
caught
time.
right there. Everything was going
Either
fine,
I just,
and, then he got
and I
caught.
lose
Well,
most
that's
of the time
problem. It was
because
going
I'm
too
not going to
fine.
cheese
He
back.
got a false sense of security. The other guy wasn't.
Do you not see the
falling back. He
tactics
took
this
for
guy is
granted,
using?
And bang, you can't take for granted in this ring.
Isaac Frost's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. He got hit, but he sends it right back. Blocks a shot and pulls the trigger. Frost proving to be elusive. Oh, a big shot comes home for him. In the power shot.
No, I'm on the right side.
Isaac Frost, he goes down.
Izzy is pound for pound #1 right now. He lost because of that. Was like 30 pounds heavier than he. John Jones will get mopped by.
So the intimidating
Oh,
Isaac
God.
Frost. Can he still be the big bully after being knocked
I think
down?
women can
We're
compete
gonna
with
find
men.
out as
Absolutely,
this fight
women
will
can
continue
compete with
on.
men.
And that's the end of round 4. Well, we've seen this before. A fighter with a bad cut.
If you put
And
most,
sometimes
what,
a fighter
Valentina's
that now has
135,
a
right?
much greater
If
sense
you
of
put
urgency.
Valentina up
Yeah,
against
right
most
now, if he was
135-pound
gambling
men,
and
she
he
will
was in a
beat their
casino,
ass.
he's
You gotta
rolling
be
the
crazy,
dice.
right?
He's hoping to
Ronda
come
was
up with
cocky
7.
and Ronda had no hands. Ronda's a good grappler. Ronda don't have hands. That's the difference. Somebody like Valentina is very technical. Her spacing, distance management, her counter ability, her fight IQ is higher than most guys. And she does what it takes to win. And Izzy is not better than Usman. So I do not put Izzy better than Kamaru Usman. Like, you're wowing if you think he's #1. Usman hasn't lost a fight. Whether he moved up to be great or not, he lost a fight.
How do you react and go forward? Isaac Frost's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. It'll be interesting to see how how this plays out from here.
Or most 135 men in general. Most 135 men in general and most 135 pounders in the UFC.
This is the most important person right now in that ring. He has to do his job and stop that bleeding.
Teddy, when you've been in the corner in your career and you have a charge who is
and
not
I'm pretty,
making a lot
from
of
my
contact,
opinion was she beat Amanda the second time before.
A little bit. The other thing I tell him is he's making you miss, so you know what? Feint him a little bit.
You're wow. No, it's not cap. It's really not.
Then time him. Now you're gonna catch him.
Have you seen a Shevchenko fight?
Cross combination punching here is showing you what good boxing is all about.
Don't matter on juice if you can't hit somebody.
Punches landed.
Keep moving, keep moving.
And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. Good combination by Isaac Frost right there. The jab and then the straight hand. Isaac Frost doing what every trainer wants to see their fighter do. Land punches in bunches. The combination lands. That is an ice-cold right hand by Isaac Frost. More and more punishment is being doled out. Frost's face is absorbing, and it's not holding up well.
It looks like it's sunset right here.
Fuck, shouldn't have done that.
And he goes down again.
Valentina definitely beat
Will
Amanda the
he
second
get up
time.
from this?
She's a beast, but she fights women. I honestly don't think Valentina could beat a low-tier UFC guy, let alone a top 15. But you're not giving any reason for your argument. Your argument makes no sense.
3 minutes gone by in this round. Frost's performance has been consistent tonight, all night.
I look at what a
We've seen
fighter
the same
does,
thing.
not so
Scoring to
much
his
based on
opponent's
their
head
gender.
From the outside.
Well, if it's not broke, why fix it, Joe?
She
He's
fights
doing
women doesn't
exactly
mean
what he should
anything.
be doing. Now it's up to his opponent.
It's look
to
out
change
how
something
they
here.
fight. That matters.
How you doing? Keep your hands up.
You can
Don't
be
worry,
genetically
all right? I just need you
superior,
to
but if you're not
keep your hands up,
more
keep
technical,
working
it
the
don't
jab,
matter.
okay? Double up the jab and just keep moving.
Most
You
of them
okay?
don't have a better
Good, I
ground
need you to
game.
use your feet,
Most
all
of them
right?
are definitely not better strikers, and then not as disciplined on defense or have the technical accuracy that she does on offense. That's the reasoning behind my statement.
And we are
I don't give a
underway
damn if you
with
have
the
all the
second
power in the
half
world.
of
If you
this
can't
fight.
hit the target, it don't matter.
Wow, what
I don't know how many
uppercut.
times this has to be proven for people to
Nicely
understand
timed
it.
1-2. Little head knocking with that right hand.
And I've seen quite a few dudes get beat up in my day by women.
But that doesn't seem
You gotta
the
take
route
that
to go
sexist
here in
bullshit
this
to
fight,
another
Teddy.
stream.
No, he has to be honest with himself and see that. But you know, people under pressure.
Have you
in all
seen her
walks of life,
fight?
You know, in the ring, especially, you see it right away. You kind of peek at it right away. It's obvious. Maybe he doesn't want to see what he has to see because then he would have to discipline himself. He's
And
not ready
Stipe
to do that.
outboxed him and
Then
took
he
him
would
down
have
and
to
won the
change.
fight, so your
Maybe
argument
he
is
just
invalid.
wants to leave
And most of
this
these
way
dudes
at the
don't
end
have
of
no
the day.
cardio.
People are gonna
Look
say,
at
"Oh,
Connor.
that guy fought
Where
a
Connor?
fight
Where's
that's,
Connor's
you know, hard to
cardio?
fight with."
Valentina can fight 5 rounds all day.
Maybe that's what's going on right now.
That argument makes no sense. And in MMA, especially if your ground game ain't on point, it's not about getting knocked out. Your ass might get submitted, and you might lose an arm. So this argument literally makes no sense. Is Cyborg a good fighter? She's a good fighter, yeah.
Pace yourself.
Would I pick Cyborg against most men? Probably not, because Cyborg can get hit.
He just missed that shot up top.
There's different levels of technicality, though. There's different levels of technical skill.
Count down the final moments of this
I wish
round.
we was on Twitch. I
Cross
will pull up a
combination
Shevchenko
punching is
fight
working
right now.
well here. And round 6 comes to an end.
Relax.
If you
Well, I
take
suppose there's a lesson to be learned here,
a
but it may
fighter
be
at
too late as a
135
warning.
of
Time and again, as we
equal
got into
weight
the
and
later
height,
rounds of
and
this
you
fight,
put him against
his opponent has
Valentina, she
landed
will
these
probably
headshots,
eat them
and he's
alive.
done so at a very safe boxing range.
Yeah, time for school is out. I mean, the next fight, okay, you can
Valentina
go to the
is
classroom, but
top
right
5,
now,
top 10.
He's got to come up with
Period.
something. I think he has to start timing his opponent a little bit.
Who's in the
You know,
one
he
that,
can't
let me
outwork
look
him.
up
He's too easy to
before I
hit.
start
While
talking
he's
at him.
punching,
People think I
punch
like to
with him.
talk at
You're
him.
getting hit
Yes.
anyway. Maybe
So.
you're going to strike something.
And we are back underway. Another round in a fight that's been very entertaining, but I wouldn't want to be a judge. This is one of those fights that could go either way. Frost doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. That's classic work with the double jab. Frost's eye is really a mess now due to that cut. Now, if you're his opponent, it's got to be the primary target, I assume.
You know, and that's the key word, assume. And a lot of people, a lot of fans do assume that you start aiming at that bullseye, so to speak. But I don't believe in that, because now all of a sudden you throw yourself off a little bit. You start pitching punches to that exact spot instead of just fighting your fight, instead of just letting the jab.
Big shot there. Up off the desk and now in control. He scores a knockdown of his own.
And he turned it around because when his opponent scored the knockdown, he got a little careless, a little lazy.
1, 2, 3.
What if Deontay Wilder pull up to your house ready to run a fade? Then I don't run the fade, because I'm not fighting a pro boxer.
And that's a swing and a miss by
Would you
Isaac
rank her?
Frost.
Where would I rank her? In terms of women, I think she's the best female fighter, period.
Frost's defense is playing a prominent role in this fight, Teddy.
Yes, it is, and specifically what it is he has good fundamentals. He keeps those hands up real good, you know. They're attached, they're up around his
And like I
chin,
said, I believe
his
she's
elbows
the
in.
most
You know,
technical,
he
skilled
has a
fighter
real
on the
shell
fucking
there
roster
that's
of the
not easy to
UFC.
penetrate.
I'm talking with Jim Jones.
When a big man can throw a sharp right hand, watch out.
I'm
Isaac
asking, where would
Frost
you
just
rank her
did
if
that.
she was in the men's division? At 135? Probably behind Peter Yan,
You can
because
see
he
he's
just
trying
hits
to score
ridiculous.
up top, but off the
But I
mark
think she
there.
can beat anyone else in the 135 division.
You need to cover up.
Well, maybe not
Leave
Aldo
yourself
either,
open too much. Cover
but
up.
that depends on how Aldo
Hands
is
moving,
feeling
keep
that
busy,
day.
and you'll beat him to the punch.
Can she beat Rob Fount? Absolutely. Can she beat Cody Meathead Garbrandt? Absolutely. Can she beat Marlon
That is
Moraes?
it. That's
Probably.
it. I need another round
Her
like
and
that,
Frankie
just
Edgar would
like
be
that,
a good
all right?
fight.
You're
Can
doing
she
good.
beat Dominic
Keep it
Cruz?
up.
Depends on the form that Cruz is in that day. Could she beat Rob Font? I believe she could. I think the only people I see is like, okay, she struggles.
Isaac
She doesn't want to
Frost
get
in a
Jean
tough
because
spot
his
right
power is
here.
ridiculous.
It's not just that he trails on your scorecard as we begin round
Let me
number
knock
8.
this guy
It's
out.
that he's damaged goods as it is.
Well, you said it very well, Joe. It's not just about tonight. It's about tomorrow and many other nights. Whether or not you let him keep going, if you damage his future.
Right hand crashes home. He never, big shot comes crashing home. Well, we know he survived earlier, but now he goes down
guys are
for a
wildin'.
second time.
How tall am I? I'm 5'10".
1, 2, 3.
Could Valentina beat Cowboy? Absolutely.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
A paper chain Cody Garbrandt. Yeah. According to Jim Jones, though, like
The fight is over.
she
A
can't
knockout
beat
victory,
anybody who's a
unable to
man,
beat
which
the
is
count.
just
To make it
ridiculous.
official, let's send it up to the ring.
Fawn has a crisp boxing and his jab is lethal.
I don't know why we're always so shocked.
Fawn
but
is
we
good,
just
don't get me
are. You'd
wrong.
think we'd learn
I don't
by
think
now
he's
that
as
anything
technical
can
as
happen.
Valentina.
Here's a fight that is clearly heading to a decision, and just like that, it's over by knockout.
Yeah, you need to go to sleep, take a sleeping pill, or do that. Stick your chin out, bang.
That does it from ringside. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us.
Is Nate Diaz hopeless in the UFC? Nate is not a bum by any means. We don't have to see the fight happen for us to know how certain fights would just take place. All you have to do is watch somebody fight to know if they can probably beat somebody else. That's why we're able to predict fights so accurately most of the time anyway. Like, most of the time, when I'm not wrong usually when I'm picking fights or making predictions. There are times where I am wrong, but it doesn't happen too often. That was way too many straights. All right, Jim Jones, you go fight a female. Go fight a female UFC fighter and come back. Or you know what you need to do? Go to your local MMA gym and go, because by the way, you can do this free of charge, right? Free of charge. Go to your local MMA gym and go spar a female and then come back in here. No, James Collin, I'm not always right. But this subject, definitely right. Do I think she would do good in professional boxing? No. It depends on how well she can transfer her skills. She's an excellent striker. But she does most of her things with her kicks. She won't do good in boxing. I wouldn't say that. Oh, would not go that far. For somebody who can learn Muay Thai, Taekwondo, and has an excellent ground game, if she trained for boxing, I'm sure she would do well in boxing. I watch females at the MMA gym I used to go to beat the shit out of dudes all the time. Dudes, they were even bigger than them. And it happens all the time in those sparrings. You think these see this is how I know this is the type of shit we need to discuss here. You think these females aren't sparring men on a regular basis? Holly Holm trains with John Jones. She trains with John fucking Jones. Are you kidding me? Most of these females, when they're preparing for their fights, they're fighting men. Just look it up. I can't help the sexist. I can't help this. I can't teach a sexist attitude anything. You just have to go and experience it for yourself. No, John Jones doesn't have to kill her in sparring. John Jones is bigger than her. Of course he would kill her if they actually fought. But if she's fighting another man at her size, I'm pretty sure a lot of those dudes is in there getting their ass beat. John Jones is pound for pound number one fight, pound for pound period, if he wasn't retired. John Jones is probably the greatest UFC fighter of all times. All times. And you're passing that knowledge on to somebody like Holly Holmes? This shit is just sexist at this point. You gotta educate yourself, bro. And I'm not gonna be the one to do it. Just go look it up. It depends on the female. I'm talking about Valentina Shevchenko versus most 135 men. She will probably beat their ass, and I put that on anything. If I owned a house, I will put a house on it. Y'all boys is in here wilding today. It won't happen because it won't be sanctioned, yeah. Yo, some things can't be helped, chat. What's up, Dart? We got that raw power and they don't. Go fight Amanda Nunes, brother. And then come back and have that same conversation with me. No, I haven't, Dart. No, you don't have to time them. They're entitled to their opinion. I'm not going to start. We don't time people out because they have an opinion that's based on stuff that they don't know anything about. Nice try, Dart. I wasn't falling for the okie doke. Well, I want to run a fade with no professional MMA fighter. I'm not dumb. Could kick you in the head before you even saw her and start to bring her foot up. So this so-called pop has no meat. That's what I'm. It's literally like people don't watch sport. Like, I feel like y'all really don't watch MMA or y'all don't watch boxing. You go box Carissa Shields and then come back. The argument is, Mark, could, for example, at 135, right? Because that's the weight class that Valentina Shevchenko fights at, right? Could she fight another 135-pound top 15 man and win the fight? And I said she absolutely could. And the arguments being made here is that, oh, well, they hit too hard, so they can't. No woman can compete with another top man, and it makes no sense. Jim Jones is just sexist. Period. He just thinks that men are just gonna be outright smoking. Is just gonna be out here smoking women. Like it don't work like that. He said in the top 15. Top 15, period. It only takes one hit. I agree 100%. It only takes one hit. Y'all have to look at It's like the technical aspect of fights. How often, like, I don't know if you guys watch MMA, but how often does Valentina get, how often does she get hit? I never said anything on knocking them out. If you have a 5-round fight or even a 3-round fight, because the strikes ain't coming from, y'all niggas is really sexist. Like, this is ridiculous. And she absolutely could knock somebody out. Y'all, I really cannot believe what I'm reading right now. Who the fuck? Travis, you won't even run my fade. The whole conversation is sexist, Jim Jones. What physical advantage matters when you can't hit somebody? You forget this isn't Twitch? Yeah, like if it was Twitch, I would just bring up the examples. Like I would literally just play the fights on stream. It matters when skill levels are almost identical. Yeah, it does matter when skill levels are almost identical. But what stands out about most of these fighters is what I'm trying to get y'all to see. Paulie has skills, but Paulie can be hit. That's the difference. It's the defensive skill that matters. Can you fight me? If you donate, we can fight. What time is it? The only reason Logan Paul did go to distance was because he was big. And Floyd's not a power puncher. I said you take two fighters of equal weight. Put them in the same weight class. And then it just becomes a normal fight. You mean to tell me? Way too much toxicity. I can taste the sweat of some insecure masculinity. Yeah, I feel you, bro. I can't help this. So I'm going to leave it alone. Work has been good. I'm working 2 jobs. So that's why I have not been around that much. Is handling 2 jobs hard? It's more of like, it's not hard, it's just, it's discipline. You know, you get tired a lot. My highest account is still Plat 3 right now. So my schedule looks like this. Usually I'd be sleeping right now, but Mondays I don't go to the gym. So I wake up at 4. I stretch out, eat breakfast, head to the gym to be there by about 5 o'clock. From 5 to 6, I work out, come back home, shower, have a shake. Then about 7:15-ish, I leave, head to work for 8. Work 8 to 5 at my first job. Travel to my second job between 5 to 5:30. 5 to 5:30, I work to 10 o'clock. Then from 10 to 10:30, I head home. Do my second workout, and then go to sleep. Shower, go to sleep. Shower, eat, sleep. And then get up and do it all over again. Do I watch XXX? What is XXX? My schedule is kind of ass. Well, I'm trying to move out, so it's what I gotta do. And then have the weekends off. You don't have to donate, Dart. Like, I feel like there's just a point in every person's life where they want something bad enough that they're gonna do whatever it takes to get, to get that. Like, before, I was really trying to do too much, and I was like, okay, I was doing overnight shifts and then trying to do a full-time job at the same time. So I was working 2 full-time jobs at the same time. I was doing overnight from 9 to 6, and then it sucked because I couldn't get any sleep really because I couldn't travel back and forth. So I couldn't go home, so I'll go to a Starbucks, and I'll wait from like 6 to 7:30, and then like 6:15 to 7:30-ish. And then I'll go to my next job, and that was 8 to 5. And I'd come home and take like a 2-hour nap, and then I went back to my second job. And then that was too much. So I stopped doing the overnight, and then I set up this schedule. And it's like, this is doable. This is doable. So what did I get from Starbucks? I think it was like a spinach wrap, and I would get a shot latte tea and a croissant. That's why I found a good paying job that I don't hate and grinded that motherfucker. Yeah, I had a problem with work experience, but this is a receiving job, and then my other job is retail. So the receiving job, when I get hired on permanently, it would mean, it would be more money. But for now, like, in order to move out, I gotta work the 2 jobs. So that's okay. Who the fuck is you, Mr. Fancy? Oh, I could have like tea and stuff, but Arachnid put me onto the shot latte. That shit is good. You get the lemonade? I haven't tried the lemonade. I figured a Mackin or Manny. Nah, it wasn't Manny. It was Arachnid. At first, I was like, yeah, I thought the same thing. I was like, come on, bro. Like, that don't mean anything. And then I was like, oh, okay. Not bad. I tried it and I was like, okay, it's pretty good. Most of the things Arachnid puts me on to is actually pretty good. So I have to take his suggestions pretty serious. The green tea latte, I try. Next time I go there, I'll give it a shot. I'm gonna end the stream on this note. You know, I would probably, for example, like to answer your question, Travis, this woman tried to give me a vanilla latte, and I told her, like, every time I tried it, the bitch. So let me tell you what this bitch did, and I'm calling her a bitch because she thought she was sneaky. I told her I ordered a vanilla sha latte, right? Just put a shot of vanilla, 2 shots of vanilla in there, or not. She made it was basically like a roasted tea, roasted coffee that was vanilla. And I tasted it and I was like, this ain't what I ordered. Like, I know how the shot latte tastes. And she gave me back the same thing when I went up to her and I tried to tell her, like, hey, this isn't what I ordered. She went and sat it on the side for 5 minutes and then came back and then came back with the same tea. And I tasted it again. I was like, okay, maybe I didn't explain it right. So when I told her what I wanted, she was like, oh, okay. And then I got the right thing. So if somebody put weed in my coffee, I would know. So I'm going to end the stream on this note, right? I've been part of the Fight Night community for a very long time. And there's a lot of guys who make the argument, right, that when you go into OWC and you spam the straight right all the time and you win your fights based off of that, you're just a better player than an actual sim player who can throw combinations, counter well, use a rangefinder, set traps, blah, 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 right? And they believe they're better players because they have better results, right? But we here in the Fight Night Finest channel know that that isn't true. But you can't argue with those people because they're going to continue to tell you the same thing because of what their results do. So even though we understand they are not better players, they aren't good even to begin with, we cannot help that. And it's the same thing with this argument. If you think somebody is better than somebody else based off of genetics, there's no help in this conversation. You have to let them be where they are. There's nothing to argue about.